Hi, I'm Steve Hines from Peak 15 Fitness, and I'm just going to show you this morning the right order of doing things when you're looking to improve your health or lose weight or just look and feel better. So you need to forget about doing all those fad diets, things that you read about in the sort of women's magazines like juice dieting or liver detoxing, etc., etc. There are some basic things that you can do to make a massive difference to your life. So in part one of this series, I'm just going to share the first four of those with you. So the first thing you need to do is start with food. So yes, it's that simple. And as Michael Pollan suggests in his book In Defense of Food, eat food, not too much, mostly plants. Well, this seems a bit simple, right? But what he's actually saying is eat real food in its natural state, not this processed grains, sugar-laden junk foods. And by junk foods, I mean and processed foods, I mean anything from bread to pasta, pastry, sweets, biscuits, anything out of a jar, a tin, a packet. These are all processed junk foods that Michael Pollan is suggesting that we avoid. Now, the not too much means simply eat smaller portions, simply eat less calories. As a nation, we're just eating and drinking way too many calories. Now, consider a pint of beer, for instance, contains 400 calories. Now, of course, there's nothing wrong with having a pint now and then or a glass of wine, but you don't need to go out and have 5 or 6 pints on a Friday and a Saturday night. If you do, you're going to need to be prepared that you're going to be overweight and fat. And similarly, go into a coffee shop or one of these sort of high street stores where they sell sandwiches and bagels and buns. These things again are loaded with calories. You don't need to have that 1,000 calorie muffin and skinny latte frappuccino thing from one of these coffee houses that's just going to jack up your calories. So what can you do? Just eat when you're hungry and cut out the booze and the calorie dense junk foods. And the mostly plant bit means just that, eat mostly plants. Now, Michael Pollan's not suggesting that we all become vegetarians, but what he's really saying is that we should be eating healthy, lean proteins, high in omega-3s, and then combine these with low glycemic load, phytonutrient dense, pH balancing, predominantly vegetables, but also fruits, nuts, and seeds. And these foods are also high in fiber for us. The next thing you need to do is remove food intolerances. Now, food intolerances are becoming a lot more recognised and accepted by mainstream medical establishment. And testing for and removing IgG-mediated food intolerances will do wonders for your health and help you lose pounds of that false fat, that bloating and water retention around your tummy. If you have food intolerances, they'll create inflammation, and inflammation will create exactly that, swelling and water retention around your bowels, and that'll give you that false fat, that water retention, that fat in your tummy, what looks like fat. And when you simply remove these food intolerances and you can shed that water, you'll slim down your waist. If you can't afford one of these food intolerance tests, simply do an elimination diet where you remove the most offending foods. Now, these are wheat, dairy, yeast, soy, eggs, and nuts. The third thing you need to do is fix the gut. Now, once you've removed any of these food intolerances, you need to allow your gut to heal, and this will improve your digestion. Now, you may need to test for things, for pathogens such as bacteria, parasites, fungus in your gut, and do an appropriate elimination program using any antibiotics or antifungals, antiparasitics where necessary. But after this, you need to repopulate your bowel with healthy bacteria. So that can come from things like from yogurts, from pickle foods such as sauerkraut, or you might want to take a sort of an intense course of probiotics. And then you want to help the gastrointestinal lining heal. You can take up to 5-10 grams of glutamine per day on an empty stomach to do that. The fourth thing in this series we're going to talk about is optimizing nutrient status. Now, from doing lots of blood and urine tests on people, I can assure you that a lot of people are deficient in many vitamins and minerals, and ramping up these micronutrients such as magnesium, zinc, vitamin D, B vitamins such as B6, B12, folic acid, ramping up omega-3s will significantly improve your health and improve your body composition. So stay tuned for part 2 of this series, where I'm going to talk about another 4 things that you can do to improve your health. If you like this information, you can visit www.peakxvfitness.com, where you can find a whole host of additional information on health and fitness. You can sign up to receive a free Weight Loss Secrets Revealed report, and you can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter.